Thanks for tuning in to the Urban Scope podcast. I'm back with another topic, a WNBA topic, or you can consider an NCAA women's basketball topic, especially around the time this is March Madness. The playoffs are going crazy. Well, March Madness is going crazy right now. So I wanted to come up with a topic centered around the future of the WNBA as related to the NCAA women's basketball players. Now, I saw in an article recently about the eligible class for the WNBA draft of 2027. And so these are basically the players that are sophomores now that will be draft eligible in 2027. Of course, they have to declare, and then they can always get another year because you have to be 22 the year of the draft. So things could change, but this is just about the potential draft class that the WNBA is expecting for 2027. Now, looking at this draft class, I think this draft class has the potential now to be compared to the NBA's draft class of 1996 or the 1984 draft. Now, the 1984 draft had Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, and the 96 draft had pretty much everybody, and it had Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, amongst others. So this upcoming WNBA draft class of 2027 has that potential to be that great because of the greatness that they have within that draft class, and they're still developing and have much more time to develop. So in this 2027 draft class, there is Juju Watkins from USC. Prayers up to her. She just tore her ACL last night. Hannah Hidalgo from Notre Dame. Madison Booker from Texas. Malaysia Fulwale from South Carolina. Michaela Williams from LSU. And then lastly but not least, Audie Crooks from Iowa State. Now, I'll break down these players a little bit just to give you an overview of the greatness of this draft class. So starting off with Juju Watkins, obviously, she's the Kobe Bryant, the Michael Jordan of this draft. She's, excellent. She can do so many different things, and it's unfortunate that she tore ACL last night. Like I said, prayers for a speedy recovery. But she's very skilled, very marketable, as she's on State Farm commercial, has a Nike line already. And a bunch of different great things that Gatorade, I believe. She's doing all these different great things and has marketability. She's a young prodigy, kind of reminds me of Kobe because she doesn't talk much, and it's about basketball with her, and she's very focused on the game. And she represents a hardworking face of the franchise. She's going to be that franchise player similar to, Lisa Leslie or Maya Moore or even a Caitlin Clark present day. And then nextly, of course, Hannah Hidalgo from Notre Dame. She's probably the most skilled out of the bunch. She's the shortest player, around the shortest player. She has a defensive skill set of Iverson. She can roam around, get steals, but she does take a lot of chances, but she does get a lot of opportunities for her team as she gets a lot of fast break layups and things like that. But she's very shifty, very elusive, can score like Allen Iverson. She gets a lot of and-ones. She can drive fearlessly against the trees. I believe she's only like 5'8" or so, but she has a very unique skill set, especially for a player that size. And she takes contact like Iverson as well, going to the lane. But she's very tough. She always gets up. But she might be the toughest person in this class and the smallest as well. So it's very unique. Madison Booker from Texas. Now, her game to me mimics Kevin Durant. And ironically, they played at the same team, same school at the University of Texas. But her game is very fluid, very smooth. And she's a very tall player as well. I believe she's around 6'6", but she has a jump shot, can put the ball on the floor, can post you up, can shoot threes, can make free throws. She's probably the most versatile player in this whole upcoming draft. But she's very talented. If you haven't seen her game, definitely check it out. It's a sight to see. Malaysia Fulwale, who was probably the most creative in the bunch. She has a Kyrie Iverson type mixed game. She can drive to the lane with amongst the trees as well. She's a shorter player. I believe she's only around 5'8", 5'9", but she has amazing layup packages that she has. She can pull up from the three. She can shoot free throws. She can get into you defensively. So there's a lot of different things she can do as an undersized player, but she provides that energy off the bench for that South Carolina championship team with Coach Staley. So she's very exciting to see and to the next level to see what she can do once she's fully developed. Michaela Williams, which is my favorite scorer in this bunch. She can shoot the three. She can shoot a mid-range game. She can make free throws. Uh, she's not known for a defender a lot, but Kim Mulkey is going to make you play defense, so she can play it as a great team defender. She doesn't necessarily need to be a great solo defender, but Michaela Williams is definitely the best shooter in this bunch. She would be considered the Ray Allen of the bunch, if you so will. And then lastly, Audie Crooks from Iowa State. Now, very special because she's a bigger player. She reminds me of Shaq in like his prime because she's a bigger player, but she moves so gracefully and has great footwork and is in fairly good shape, being able to run up and down the court at her size. And like I said, when she gets the ball too far in the paint, you can pretty much just get back on offense because she's going to make that basket or she's going to get fouled. But she shoots with great efficiency. She doesn't go too far from her game. She doesn't really shoot jump shots. She'll post you up and hog the paint. And yeah, like I said, she's Shaq in the paint. Like, it's amazing to see just from what her size, what she can do at that size. And you wouldn't think she could move like that, but she's very skillful, graceful, like a ballet dancer. But this draft class is definitely going to be the WNBA's 1984 or 1996 draft for the NBA. I'm excited to see this draft in a few years. And this draft I also think has the potential to take the WNBA to the next level and bring in more viewership and more revenue, of course. So which will ultimately grow the game because of the competition. There'll be so much competition, and hopefully there'll be more teams added by then as well. So thanks for tuning in to the Urban Scope podcast. And until next time, see you next time.